morning, good evening, good morrow. My name is Morgan, and welcome to my very first Q&A. This is so exciting. I love answering questions about myself, even though that makes me sound conceited. Oh boy, off to a wonderful start. So I've received 2 comments that had huge lists of questions in them. So I'm just going to use these 2 comments and answer the questions that they gave me. The 2 commenters, one of them is New Year, New You 23. So thank you so much for the questions and your support on my channel. I really appreciate it. And the other one is Taylor-CX3VB. So hello Taylor, thank you so much for commenting and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. This is very exciting. And actually, I will get into the very first questions. Right, so the very first question is, what are your goals for your YouTube channel? This makes sense because you're on my YouTube channel. Good one to start with. My goals. I started this YouTube channel largely because one of my best friends has a YouTube channel, an ASMR channel actually. ASMR Elise. She is one of my best friends. I've known her for many years, and I actually introduced her to ASMR, and then she just, took off and ran with it, and now she's at 100,000 subscribers, and I don't know, it seems like such a fun, creative outlet, and I think it's really good for me to have something on the side with, like, my main job. As of right now, I don't make any money with this. It'd be really nice if I did. That'd be, fun. And also, we live in a society. But, so my general goals for my YouTube channel is to hit 1,000 subscribers by December of this year, 2024. At this rate, we might be getting there a little quicker than I anticipated, but that is more than okay. The more the merrier. I'm so excited about it. Any other goals for my YouTube channel? I just want to help you relax and help me relax and be creative and talk about the things I like. That's it. It's just a creative outlet for me. And if I get to interact with really kind people like you guys, then, that's a total bonus. So excited. Alright, so that is question number 1. Question number 2, any big plans for 2024? I have ideas of plans, semblances of plans in my head that have not come to fruition yet. I want to do a lot of traveling. I really enjoy traveling. I went to Japan last summer. I loved it, and I would love to go back to Asia. A couple of my very, very close friends live in Singapore, so I think it'd be really cool to go there. I want to go to Taiwan, I want to go to China, I want to go to Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, South Korea, everywhere. So, we'll see. I have the entire summer off because I am a teacher, so that is very helpful when it comes to traveling. Other big plans. I want to, just kind of indulge in my own interests and hobbies. I'd like to do one big thing per month. So last month I went to the Renaissance Fair, which you would know if you watched my most recent video, because I got you ready to go to the Renaissance Fair. Which was very, very fun, and I liked it a lot. And I'm doing some traveling in February and in March to see some family and friends. But I don't know, I'm just working a lot. I may see some developments in my professional life as a teacher, so that'd be really cool. Also very daunting if things change, but they would change for the better, so it's okay. Yeah, those are my big plans, I guess. As more falls into place, I will update you guys. Alright, question number 3. What is your biggest achievement so far in life? Well, that depends on how you define achievements. Because, you know, like what do you value as an achievement? If we're looking like productivity wise or like professional life wise, I've graduated from university. I think that's pretty big. I graduated in 3 years instead of 4. What else have I done? I co-authored a research paper in museum education, which is also pretty big. It looks real good on my resume. I was selected as an effective teacher in my first year as a teacher. I think that's pretty big as well. But you could also talk about achievements in like your hobbies and like your interpersonal relationships. Like I think I think, you know, traveling by myself has been an achievement of mine because it shows that I can dedicate myself to something, I can be resourceful and adaptable, and like valuing myself because I'm putting like something that is important to me first, even if it's like kind of scary. And just like I got self-growth, personal growth, I guess. Yeah, that's more than one. Sorry, I didn't answer the question the right way. I think as of right now, those are my main biggest achievements. Alright, question 4. What are your favorite movies? Oh my goodness, I am not a movie person. I like movies when I sit down and watch them, but it takes a lot for me to sit down and watch them. I feel like movies are too long to like, you know, take breaks in between and like really digest the whole movie, but they're also too short to like really invest for me in the characters. I liked movies I saw last year that I liked. I loved Oppenheimer. I thought it was really interesting. I'm a big like World War II history person, so that kind of makes sense. And I thought the filmography, the cinematography was incredible. I am not, as I said, I don't even like films very much, but so I'm not like a film buff, but I did appreciate that a lot, and I do really like, is it Cillian Murphy or Cillian? I think it's Cillian Murphy. Oh boy, that guy, I like him, he's cool. I also really liked The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, the Hunger Games prequel. What other movies have I seen? I recently watched Narnia for the first time. I don't know how I got away with not seeing it my whole life. My parents aren't big, like, movie people either. Like, my dad watches, like, documentaries, and my mom watches Hallmark movies. But they kind of just stick to their little niches, so I never, like, grew up, like, going to the movies unless I was with my best friend and her dad. Like, then we would go to the movies. So, any, like, favorite movies of mine are probably really old. Like, I really like Mr. Nobody, which is, like, a, multiverse type of movie where, like, you get to, like, the main character, like, sees, like, his life path if he had, like, made one choice over another, and it's kind of trippy. I don't know, it's interesting. I like movies like that. I like movies with lots of, like, thinking, like, you really need to, like, analyze it. But that's all I can think of. If you have any movie recommendations, let me know and tell me what they're about, because if I just see the title of a movie, I'm not gonna pick it up. I'm sorry. It's just my fatal flaw. Alright, question number 5. Did you get your wisdom teeth removed? If so, any funny stories? Was it fast to fall asleep in the dental chair? I'm terrified. Oh my goodness, don't be scared. You'll be okay. You know, doctors, dentists, they do that all the time, so you'll be fine. I have not gotten my wisdom teeth removed, so maybe, I guess, don't listen to me. But my brother is getting his removed soon. My, like, dentist hasn't mentioned them at all. I think I have 2 or 3 or 4. I don't know. I literally don't know, to be honest. So hopefully I won't have to get them removed, but I think my mom got them removed, like, when she was, like, in her 30s. So, you know, maybe one day I'll have to. Oh, I dread that day. but you'll be fine. I promise. Okay. Number 6, do you play any musical instruments? I play the piano. I grew up playing the piano. My grandmother went to Juilliard, and so she trained me on the piano. And then after she passed away, my parents hired a like private classical piano teacher from the UK. Oh my god, that sounds so pretentious. He was just a neighbor. Like he happened to be from London. He happened to be a classically trained piano teacher. And they paid him like $15 a week for like a half-hour lesson. And I liked it, but I had just hit like the 16-year-old age, and I stopped liking it. So I kind of plateaued. And like sight reading is really hard for me. It's like a different language, and so like languages don't come naturally to me. I enjoy learning them, but they're not like automatic usually. Japanese is getting more automatic, which is fun, but music never came automatically for me, like reading music. So that makes it very difficult to get past like a certain like skill level. But I still consider myself able to play the piano. So piano and guitar. I play guitar as well. Yeah, I took a guitar class in university, and it was fun, very scary, because our professor made us sing and play the guitar at the same time. So I sang Sweater Weather and played it in front of the class, and he recorded it and never sent us the video, even though he said he would. So that exists somewhere. But I do still play that. I'm also looking at a ukulele that I own, but I never really like learned that beyond like 4 chords to play like House of Gold by 21 Pilots. So there you go. What was your favorite subject at school? It depends on the age. When I was in elementary school, I definitely really liked ELA, like English reading. I was good at it. I remember doing like the reading counts challenge, which is something that at least my district or my school had, where like you read a book on a list and then you take like a 10-question quiz and you get points for your class, and then the class at the end of the month that had the most points would get like a pizza party or something. So I would read like a lot. I didn't have a lot of friends in elementary school too, so I just kind of read all the time. And therefore, a lot of people would ask me to take their quizzes for them, and occasionally I would. Don't tell my teachers, even though that was quite a while ago. It's like 10-15 years ago. And then in middle and high school, definitely still English and history. I love history. I think it's so interesting. So historical fiction is great when like reading and, watching like adaptations and stuff. I think it's really interesting. I also really liked psychology. And I took an epistemology class in high school. So that's the theory of knowledge. I was in IB, so it was called theory of knowledge, but I'm trying to sound pretentious today, I guess. So an epistemology class. So how do we know what we know? What are the ways that we know things? Yeah, it all sounds very like redundant, but it was really interesting. And my teacher for that class was the most amazing teacher I've ever encountered. And I value that, and I hope that I'm the type of teacher that she is, or she was, because she is retired. Good for her. So yeah. Question number 8. What types of music do you like? Well, you could probably tell I mentioned Sweater Weather, and I mentioned House of Gold by 21 Pilots. So I was an emo kid. I still very much enjoy all the emo music. I am in my 20s, my early 20s, so I was like the tail end of like My Chemical Romance, peak 21 Pilots era, peak Fall Out Boy era. Well, Fall Out Boy, like the Save Rock and Roll era. So I loved emo music. I remember listening to a lot of alternative music. And then in high school, I started expanding my music taste a little bit. I did listen to K-pop for quite some time. I've kind of fallen out of that, and I was never super into like the individual like groups. I was never like a stan or anything like that. Oh, there's a dog. But I did really enjoy groups like Day6, NCT, BTS, Blackpink, Mamamoo. I love Mamamoo. I still listen to them. And now I listen to literally everything. One of the biggest compliments that I've gotten from people is that I have the most diverse music taste that they've ever like witnessed. Like if I put my music on shuffle, you'll get like Russian rap, like Morgenstern, and then you'll get like Japanese, like J-pop, and K-pop, like Fujikaze. Then you'll get like Ventani by Måneskin, some Swedish music by Omar. I can't say his last name. My instinct is to say Rudberg. However, he is Swedish, and that is not how you would say that. Like Rudbye, I don't know. That sounded too French. Whatever. That guy, my man, love his music. But then like I also have like my indie music. Let me pull up my Spotify Wrapped. Oh, my phone is in front of me, so I can't actually do that. I think Noah Kahan was my top artist last year, which was not surprising. I had listened to many Noah Kahan songs before Stick Season, the album, came out. Like, I loved Mess by Noah Kahan. That was a great song that got me through a lot. I love Yost. He's an Australian, like, synth music creator. I don't know what genre his would fall under. Like, it's like chill, pretty like synth. He uses a synthesizer, I think. And then I do listen to like metal and like hardcore music, post-hardcore. My favorite song currently is Loti by Idola. I don't even know what genre that falls under, but that one has like changed my life. I really like that one. So everything. I do listen to a little bit of rap. That's a newer endeavor. My roommate's getting me into it, or was getting me into it. So like I've listened to a couple of rappers, but yeah. I don't listen to a lot of pop. Pop as in like the poppy, like super mainstream artists. Like I don't really listen to Taylor Swift. I appreciate her music and like her lyrical ability, but like her music's just not for me. If you want to send me music from your country, or you want to send me song recommendations, please do. I'll make a playlist. Okay, moving on. Number 9. What ASMR channels do you watch? I started watching ASMR. I think Latte ASMR was my first, not my first, but like one of the bigger ones that I really liked. I like Ting Ting ASMR. I really like Ocean ASMR. Ocean, that is probably the one that like really got me into ASMR. I've been watching her for many years. And we're kind of the same age, so I'm just like, oh my goodness. So there's probably a lot of influence in my ASMR with like from hers, just because like I've been watching her for so long. I feel like in my head like ASMR and Ocean is just married. So I'd love to meet her. That'd be really cool. She seems like the sweetest person. Elise, ASMR Elise. Obviously, like I said, she's my best friend. I met her like early high school. I really like All Sorts ASMR. He's from the UK, and he does like deep dives into different conspiracy theories and lots of different stuff. He reads like he does a lot of reading, and his voice is really calming. I like Lottie Loves ASMR. I like Kiara ASMR. She is an Italian ASMR artist, and I really like her Italian ASMR. It's helped me understand a little bit more Italian. Just a little bit more. That's all I can think of right now. I'm sure there are more. Oh, and then True Crime Time ASMR. I think her main channel is my ASMR Addiction. But yeah, I like listening to like spoken like stories before I fall asleep. So yeah. Question 10. What do you think is the safest way for animal control to catch a big bear on the loose in a neighborhood? Excellent question. Have I been waiting for this one? I'm just kidding. I have no idea. How big are we talking for the bear? Because bears are really scary, and I think humans are unmatched. No, bears are unmatched. I actually don't know how that phrasing goes. Humans pale in comparison to, like, human on their own pales in comparison to a bear. Obviously, we have weapons. But you don't want to kill the bear if it's on the loose in a neighborhood. If it's threatening, like, people, like, I guess you'll have to, like, I don't know, wound it or something. Maybe wound it instead of killing it off. I don't know. I grew up in Florida, and I do remember, like, if an alligator is longer than 6 feet, or maybe less than, I don't remember, then they put it down. And I remember that there was like an alligator that was like 6 feet long down the road from us. So animal control or whoever it was came and put it down. Like, he's just a baby. He's gonna kill everybody if it was just a baby. Just kidding. Fun question. Thank you. Hopefully I didn't anger anybody. Alright. What is your dream job? Good question. I don't know. I don't dream about having a job. I don't dream about, like, being enslaved by capitalism. I joke, but I don't joke because, like, life is so much more than our job. However, I am very, very passionate about education. I am currently a teacher. Being a teacher is not my end goal. I got my degree in educational policy, so my end goal, I guess, would be working for either a nonprofit to be pushing through educational reform, like policy reform, that is actually beneficial for students and teachers and not like unnecessary and like fear-mongering and like used to weaponize like groups of people or weaponize education or privatize or like profitize, that's not a word, but turn education into a business. Like, it's just get it back to its roots of like making sure that children know things and like learn the skills to find out the answers to things, because that's what our society needs. So either work for a nonprofit or like go into politics. So yes, I think me being a teacher now is helping build my credibility in education, because I'm working at like a Title I school, and that is like teaching me a lot about like how students like exist, how children operate, and how teachers operate, and how the system works currently. And it's all just like band-aids being put on like a heart failure. So yeah, I'd love to talk more about that if you're interested, because I got lots of thinking thoughts up here. But right now, we're not talking about the failings of the education system. Now we're moving on to question 12. What TV shows have you been watching recently? I have been watching Teen Wolf. Yes, you heard me, Teen Wolf. I've been enjoying Teen Wolf. Dylan O'Brien is the man. He's the man. He's such a good actor. I've been really appreciating like TV shows that have like good actors. It doesn't even matter if the script is bad. Like, if the actor is selling it, like the micro expressions and everything, like, I'm eating it up. I'm eating that up. I just finished the Percy Jackson show. The season finale came out yesterday, and I have not recovered. I've not processed it yet. I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. Even as like a book reader, and I know they've made a lot of changes, but like, I'm fine with it. Like, I'm chilling. It was so good. I need a renewal immediately. Give me a renewal. And I don't know why it took me so long, but I just started season 2 of Young Royals, which is a Swedish show. show that's in Svenska. And it is so good. I love that show. I watched the first season 2 years ago, and then the second season came out last year, and I completely ignored it, I think. I don't know why. I think I was doing other things, and I wanted to give it my full attention, and now I can give it my full attention, so I just watched the first episode of season 2 yesterday. I'm also watching it partially because season 3 is coming out in like 2 months, and it's the last one, so I love it. I love it. I love it. What other TV shows? I don't really, like, recently I haven't really watched a lot of TV shows. Normally I do watch a lot of TV shows. Oh, I'm in the middle of Game of Thrones. Okay, sorry. I just, like, coughed up a lung. I'm in the middle of Game of Thrones. My roommate has already watched it, so he's rewatching it with me. So I'm on season 4, I think. We haven't watched it in, like, 6 weeks, though. We've both just been really busy. So I haven't continued it, but that's okay. I am enjoying it. It's a lot, like graphic wise, like pretty graphic, pretty brutal, but I like it anyway. Like, if you ask me my favorite show, just kidding, I can't tell you, I don't know that. I really like BoJack Horseman, whatever that says about me. I really like Gilmore Girls, which, I don't know, those two things feel at odds with each other, but whatever. Heartstopper bag somewhere over there, but I don't think you can see it from here. It's that blue one right there. But, yeah. If you have any TV show recommendations, let me know. I like This Is Us. I like Good Omens. I also didn't finish season 2 of Good Omens. I'm crazy. I hate ending things. Like, I hate when things end, so when, like, it's the last episode of a TV show, like, I just straight up won't watch it. Oopsies. Anyways, who are your favorite YouTubers? So I grew up watching lots of booktubers, like Bolin Bananas Books, Jessie the Reader, Sasha Alsberg, Haley and Bookland, so I really like them. And then I don't really watch a lot of YouTube. This makes me sound so lame. Like, I don't watch movies. I don't watch TV shows. I don't watch YouTube. What do I do with my life? I read a lot of books. That's at this point. I like alternate between different mediums of storytelling. Like, I'll like watch TV. And that's all I do. Like, I can't pick up a book. I can't watch a movie. Like, I can't watch any anime, like anything like that. Then I'll watch anime. I can only watch that. And then I can only read books, which I think that's like the like, I don't know, coordinate, like the part of the grade that I'm at. And then like what else? I mean, I don't watch movies, like, even no matter what. It's just like I don't gravitate towards them. I guess like music, like focusing on listening to music, like maladaptive daydreaming or whatever. But yes. Any other YouTubers? Another ASMR YouTuber that I really like recently, she's like a newer channel, is Hush Hush Holly ASMR. She's also a British. No, actually, I don't know where she's from. She has an accent, not an American one. It's a lovely accent. And she just recently hit like 1,000 subs, I think. Congratulations, Miss Holly, if that's your name. I don't know. I really like her content as well. Very calming and very real. Like, she's just kind of talking. I like a lot of history channels, like History Dose. Started watching a couple of like travel people who live like in other countries. Some people who live in Singapore, Taiwan, etc., etc. I like Anthony Padilla. Philip DeFranco is where I get my news. I like Tom Scott. Alright, question 15. There are 26. 15. Do you have any tattoos or want any? If so, can you show any? I don't have any tattoos. I can't commit to putting something on my body. I think tattoos look really cool. I have not thought very much about like what I would want. I think if I were to get one, I would have to like have some like real emotional like human connection with it. Like it would have to represent like somebody who is important to me or something. But I think they're really cool. A lot of my friends have really cool tattoos. Number 16, do your friends know about your YouTube channel? Some of them do, some of them don't. I've brought it up to people, like occasionally. Yeah, some of them I've told my mom. She does not subscribe to me. Some people do subscribe to me, some people don't. That's okay. I haven't actually directly told Elise that I've started one, so I don't know. Either she'll find out like organically, like on her own, or I will have thousands of subscribers and then I'll tell her. She's also like notoriously hard to get a hold of. We do live in like on opposite sides of the world though, so forgiven to a degree. Oh, I skipped one. Do you play any video games? I don't play any video games. I don't have anything to game on. I used to play Minecraft, but I'm not a video game person. I'm not really a like competition person. Competition makes me anxious, including like board games and card games. I am simply boring. Number 18. What first got you into ASMR? ASMR. I don't even remember, to be honest. I just remember. No, I don't remember. Like, I remember one person in my high school talking about ASMR, and it was usually in like a half joking way. Like, she was kind of like, it's like a self-deprecating way, like something she was like ashamed to talk about, but she was talking about it anyway, because if she made fun of it first, no one else would. I don't know, I just psychoanalyzed this girl who I don't even talk to anymore. But, I think, like, her mentioning it, like, got me to, like, look it up, and then I was like, oh, this is kind of relaxing. Actually, I think, no, it had to be before this. I don't remember exactly when I started listening to ASMR, but I remember watching, like, the BuzzFeed Unsolved videos and falling asleep to them, and then I think it, like, just, like, shifted, into, like, a devout love for ASMR after that, because it's not ASMR, it's just like a, you know, it was something that lulled me to sleep, and I was like, oh, that made it really easy to go to sleep. I want that more. But I think I was watching ASMR before that. It just might not have been as frequent. I don't know. I don't remember, to be honest. It's been a long time. It's been since middle of high school, like probably junior year of high school. Maybe, yeah, junior year of high school. So, it's been like 7 years. Oh my god. Number 19. What color socks are you currently wearing? I'm not wearing any socks. I'm in my home. I'm wearing slippers, but not socks. Which countries would you like to visit? I want to visit all of them. Currently at like the top of my list are Taiwan, Singapore. I want to go back to the UK. I want to go to southern Italy. I've been to northern Italy, Sweden, Canada, Iceland, Spain, all of them. Morocco would be cool. My cousin's currently stationed in Bahrain, and it looks really pretty there. India, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, everywhere, literally everywhere. Like, name a country, I want to go there. Bucket list item is to go to every single country. Obviously, with our geopolitical climate, that's not necessarily, like, possible right this second, but by the time I am in my, I don't know, 70s or 80s, I want to be like, I've been to every country. I've hit, 9 of them? Okay, United States. That's where I live. Ooh. The United Kingdom, if we're going by the UN's country list. The United Kingdom, Ireland, France, Monaco, Italy, Switzerland, Japan. 8 countries. I had a layover in Canada. I don't think that counts though. So 8 countries. There's like 190 something, 196 recognized ones by the UN. But if we're talking about like
countries, not just like the United Kingdom. Then I've been to England, Wales, and Scotland. I lived in Wales, so yeah. So everywhere. What are your favorite clothing stores? I don't buy a lot of clothing, like, I'm not a big shopper in that regard. I like going to TJ Maxx and TK Maxx if you're in the UK. Ross. As for like regular, like, I don't know, normal people stores. Actually, those are normal people stores. As for like brands, I literally don't know. I'm on a teacher's budget. Like, I can't be spending like $30 on a t-shirt. And like, I don't really like, I don't know. I don't like fast fashion. I don't like how quickly like things go in and out of style, and how like frequently you're expected to like keep up with the styles. I don't know, it's all just like getting you to buy more things, like spend more money, and it all goes to landfills, so it doesn't feel right for me personally. That's like a personal choice of mine. Not judging anybody currently, especially because like clothing, like I said, I'm on a teacher's budget. Like, I can't spend $30 on a t-shirt, on a shirt or whatever. But yeah, I don't know, I wear lots of dark academia, like turtlenecks and stuff. But I got a lot of those like 2 or 3 years ago. If you have any clothing stores that you, I don't know, particularly like, let me know, because I do kind of want to like update my wardrobe just a little bit. Do you have any pets? I don't have any pets. I grew up with a dog, but then like she died, and my brother got like super afraid of dogs and cats, so we just didn't have a pet after that. I love dogs, I love cats, and then in my current apartment, my roommates have a cat, so I don't know, I get all the benefits of having a cat around, and then I don't have to take care of it. So his name is Homer, which is a great name. What are your favorite books to read? Don't even get me started. I will make a whole video on that if you'd like me to. I've had a great reading month so far. I will also make a video like my January reads, but I just finished The Divine Rivals, or The Letters of Enchantment duology by Rebecca Ross. It's Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows. And I was like collapsed on my living room floor because it was so good. I'm very happy with how it ended too, which is great. I'm looking at my books right behind the camera. Percy Jackson's favorite, always. The Charm Offensive. It's like romance. The Once Upon a Broken Heart series, I really liked that one. Scythe, the Arc of a Scythe series by Neil Shusterman, and Challenger Deep by Neil Shusterman. Actually, he's one of my favorite authors. That's one of the questions. Let me jump. So what are your 3 favorite books of the past year and your favorite authors? 3 favorite books of the past year. Oh boy. Mark of Athena and House of Hades. So that series, like that Percy Jackson series, I love that series. I know that's kind of a cop-out because that's 2, but I'm putting it in 1. What have I read in the last year? Oh my god. I feel like I've had such a good reading year this month, and then like I didn't really read very much last year because I was a first year teacher at the beginning of the year, so I didn't read a lot. Probably Powerless by Lauren Roberts. And I just talked about Divine Rivals. Divine Rivals is definitely up there. Yeah, I think Divine Rivals, Powerless, and House of Hades, we'll say, by Rick Riordan. All 3 of those, the last names start with an R. That's interesting. Our last names are top tier. In books, those are the my 3 favorite books of the past year. And favorite authors, Rick Riordan. I have a couple authors that like I will automatically buy a book if they write it, like Neil Shusterman, Maggie Stiefvater. I just got into Rebecca Ross's books, so I will definitely be reading more of hers. And then Powerless by Lauren Roberts was it was her debut novel, I believe, so I'll definitely be buying more books by her as well. Right. I think there's 2 more questions left. We'll end on the hard one. So, do you watch any anime or manga? Yes, I love anime. I used to read a lot of manga, but I feel like action scenes in manga are just so hard for me to process and understand what's going on. Like, I need it animated. Maybe, like, I don't know, I would like to read the Jujutsu Kaisen manga, just because the, like, most recent arc ended, and I don't want to wait that long, and because my roommate really recommended, the whole thing. He read it in, like, 24 hours, but I love anime. I love My Hero Academia. I used to post a lot of My Hero Academia TikToks on TikTok. I'm not caught up, actually. Again, a constant of mine. I will not be caught up on anything ever. But yeah, I love My Hero Academia. If you want to see any like anime, like role plays and stuff, I absolutely want to do that. Like, I feel like a My Hero Academia, like measuring you for your hero costume. Like, that sounds so fun. I would like to do that. Jujutsu Kaisen, amazing. The animation, even when it's at like 40% complete or like 40%, you know, of the total like talent in Mappa, like, it's amazing. It's so crisp and clean. Jujutsu Kaisen is what had gotten me back into anime a couple years ago when the first couple episodes had come out. Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan. One of my students just asked me about Attack on Titan, and he is 9 years old. Buddy, put it away. It's too old for you. Yeah. I started with Naruto when I was in middle school, so I started off strong. I do still really like Naruto. I forget all like everything that happened. So a pro of having a horrible memory is that I couldn't take in books and movies and TV shows and anime and everything as if it's the first time I'm watching it or reading it. Use your mental illness to your benefit. Okay, last question. What is your biggest fear? Oh my god. I don't know what my biggest fear is. I'm afraid of a lot of things. I got anxiety, buddy. I don't know. I feel there's a lot of rational things to be afraid of. I don't know, it's hard to say, like, dying. Like, the act of dying. Like, obviously in death, it's like, whatever, but getting hurt, being in pain, drowning, burning alive, being buried alive, I don't know, all the normal fears. I don't know, I don't think very much about my fears because I avoid them, but yeah. Alright, so those are all of the questions that I have received. If you'd like me to do another one of these and you have different questions, please comment them down below. I'd love to hear them. I'd love to answer them. Like I said at the beginning, I love talking about myself, so that's a slay. Sorry. And if you want me to talk more about education, or you want me to talk more about books, or you want me to talk more about travel, or anime, or whatever, let me know. Let me know all your suggestions, your questions, your ideas, your recommendations. I will be all ears. Help me brainstorm because I'm just one mind, and together we can make something really beautiful. Alright, thank you so much for watching. This is a very, very long video, and there's not much to edit out, so that's awesome. Thank you for your support on my channel. It seriously does mean all the world to me. I will see you in my next video. Alright, bye bye, sleep well.